Dogs are naturally some of the most lovable creatures in the world, with their fluffy wagging tails, cute smiles, and of course their adorable TikTok and Instagram reels. You automatically go aw every time you see a dog. However, in the sweet family of doggos, there too are the dangerous ones. So here's a list of 5 dog breeds that you probably did not know of. Hit that like and subscribe button, and let's start with number 5, the Boral. The Boral is an exceptionally fierce watchdog with loads of dignity. While being bred as fighting watchdogs, they have a heart that differentiates between friend and foe. Amazingly, such dogs can also be meek and used for therapy, though not in every home. They really are not suited for inexperienced dog owners and those people who have no experience at all with the power breeds. Make sure that you're prepared for that big, strong-willed dog before bringing a Boral into your family. The Boral is classified as a medium to large breed of dog. Males are typically slightly larger than the females. At the shoulder, males typically attain 24 to 27 inches in height, whereas females are usually about 22 to 25 inches tall. Both sexes weigh normally between 150 to 200 pounds. And if you're concerned about the weight of your dog, you will want to know the recommendation from the veterinarian to ensure that they are at a healthy weight. This considerable size can be a worry for some owners, as such dogs become a hassle while one travels. Be aware that traveling will require you to consider taking your Boral along with you. The Borals are menacing and muscular, with profound chests reaching down to their elbows. It has well-fashioned legs, fronted by large and rounded paws. On the head, it is typically blocky, broad and square, and has broad muzzles tapering across the nose, with V-shaped leathery ears held close to the head. Other characteristics include thick tails set high on their rears. Some owners have chosen to crop their tails. This is not required for the breed standard and is also highly advised by vets. This does nothing to benefit the dog and solely serves to create a cosmetic change. For a medium breed dog, the Boral lives for an average period of 9 to 11 years. Now, if you're going to raise a Boral puppy, you're going to have a pet companionship for almost 10 years of your life. And number 4 is the Tosa Inu. The Tosa Inu is a rare breed of dog from Japan, and it's also called the Tosa Kin, or simply the Japanese Mastiff. It was originally bred for fighting in Tosa, Shikoku, Japan. It remains to this day the only breed legally used for Japanese dogfighting. Due to being a fighting breed, the Tosa Inu is banned in some countries, where they are listed as dangerous breeds. The size of the Tosa Inu can be very variable. Those bred in Japan are generally half the size of those bred elsewhere in the world. Japanese Tosas typically weigh between 80 and 135 pounds, with Tosas bred outside of Japan usually larger, weighing 130 to 200 pounds, and stand 24 to 32 inches tall at the withers. Known for their tenacity, calmness, and bravery, this Tosa Inu radiates self-control, and much of the time, he can focus on one thing when it's sensed. Much as they look ferocious at times with their large size and muscularity, Tosas are actually loyal and protective to their family, if raised and socialized at a younger age. With all that strength and dominance, Tosas are much better off in the hands of an experienced person who set firm boundaries and is consistent in training. They will do well in large spaces with adequate exercise and stimulation. Its short, dense coat is not a challenge to look after, and regular cleaning and brushing can be a step taken to reduce the level of shedding. Either way, potential owners must take into consideration the fact that these dogs are prone to certain health problems, which include hip dysplasia and bloat, so you'll have to take a few trips to the vet in order to ensure a healthy life for your pup. However, due to their rarity, they have also been banned in major countries like Australia, France, and Malaysia. Number 3. The Dogo Argentino. Unlike the name, this is no ordinary dogo. The Dogo Argentino belongs to the category of large dogs of Mastiff type that originally hail from Argentina. It is originally from Cordoba early in the 20th century, mainly for large game hunting of peccaries, wild boars, and pumas. The foundation stock included a now extinct Cordoba fighting dog, a bull terrier, and a Mastin del Perennial. These crossing of breeds has given the Dogo Argentino its powerful build, strong hunting instinct, and versatile capabilities. Dogo Argentinos are large dogs. Males typically weigh between 90 to 100 pounds, while females are usually a little lighter. At the withers, females are 23 to 25 inches, and males are 23 to 26 inches tall. The length of the body is a little greater than the height at the withers, up to a maximum of 1/10 more. This breed's big size gives it the ability to hunt big game and undertake heavy jobs. The Dogo Argentino manages to amalgamate the muscularity required by a Mastiff with agility and power due to its being a little longer in body compared to its height at the shoulders. Its skull is broad, with a slight convexity, a well-developed strong muzzle that slightly tapers towards the nose, and cropped ears. The tail is thick at the base, tapers to a point, and is carried naturally low. This breed has a short, smooth, and glossy coat with very little shedding. The coat color is predominantly white, which makes the Dogo Argentino easily located by hunters in thick undergrowth. A few Dogos have a small patch of black or some other dark color on the head, but this is generally undesired in the breed standard. The average lifetime of a Dogo Argentino is typical for a large breed and ranges from 9 to 12 years. Any prospective owner should plan on the endurance required with this breed of power and intensity during its decade-plus time frame. And number 2 is the Fila Brasileiros. The Fila Brasileiro is a large working dog breed of Mastiff type from Brazil. It is very famous for its power and loyalty and finds application as guard dogs, herders of cattle, and in big game hunting. Despite all the robust work capacities, the Fila Brasileiro can be kept for companion purposes or other pet purposes. The Fila Brasileiro is large and powerful for the characteristic Mastiff build. They possess a muscular body with a broad and deep chest, while the legs are of strong bones. They have enormous heads and a broad skull and a well-marked stop. The ears are big and drooping, thereby adding to the peculiarity of their appearance. The coat is short, smooth, and dense, and thus offers protection from the elements. Loyal, protective, and deeply devoted, the Fila Brasileiro has a special place for families. They are by nature suspicious of strangers and thus make fine watchdogs. However, since they are strong-willed and sometimes dominant in character, they require experienced handling and consistent training. Their nature, though powerful, is gentle and affectionate towards their families. With its strong and protective nature, having a Fila Brasileiro is considered illegal in several countries, not only in Fiji but also the United Kingdom, Norway, Australia, Hong Kong, and Cyprus. These dogs are forbidden unless provisions for such are particularly allowed by the courts. In Turkey, it is specifically prohibited to have or reproduce them. For Trinidad and Tobago, they are currently under the category of dangerous dogs, and thus are not allowed to be imported and must be neutered, which means that males cannot reproduce. And taking number 1 on our spot is the Band Dog. The Band Dog is a unique breed name for its historical role. Unlike most other dogs of the time, it wasn't chained or leashed to a person. Instead, it would roam around the house and yard for protection of family and property. Its origins trace back to medieval Europe, where they were further used as watchdogs and hunting companions. Their chief functions of these dogs were to protect properties and families from intruders, making them known for their fierceness and reliability as protectors. Despite the fact that band dogs are loyal and protective, they have been banned in many countries. There are several reasons for this. Among the primary reasons is their size and strength. Band dogs belong to a category of big, powerful, heavy dogs that are hard to manage, particularly for people who have no experience with raising a dog. Their drive to finish their jobs, whether this implies protecting an area or family, can be quite aggressive when they feel someone is threatening them. What is more is that the band dog's temperament does not make things any easier. They are friendly with people who do not present a threat to themselves or to their masters, but will be unpredictable and potentially dangerous otherwise. They have an instinctual drive to protect and significant physical power, thus they require a firm and experienced hand if they are to be well behaved and safe with others. Because of this, many countries either ban band dogs or regulate their ownership. The authorities are afraid that due to its size, brawn, and protective nature, this breed can be a danger in the hands of untrained or negligent owners. Owning a band dog typically means getting special permits and specific training, with a full understanding of the needs and behaviors of the breed. So, which dog did you find the most fascinating? Let us know in the comments below. And while you're there, make sure to subscribe to our channel for more amazing content. We'll see you in the next video. But before we go, do you want to know who will win if a Kangal and a wolf fought it with each other? Join us where we unveil who stands tall after the fight.